Ooh, it was a bad week for Reggie. Decent week for me.
Warrington let me down badly by not letting Hull KR win.
They did indeed.
I was the only one celebrating after 20 minutes.
Yeah, because you went KR, didn't you?
I went KR, I could just see it. But,
so here is the prediction league, and 19 points for me last week, 16 for the fans forum, 12 for Greg, 11 for Gary Schofield.
I'm still beating the legend that is Gary Schofield.
Mate, you're handsomely beating him all of a sudden, and you're only 3 behind the forum. The forum are only 6 behind me. Very early days, very early days. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye out on Sunday morning. The round 13 predictions will go live on Super League Raw Fans Forum. Keep your eyes out for that. Get involved, get your predictions in there. And of course, we will discuss them live this time next week. Right, we now go to the Challenge Cup. Here it is. This is the lineup, the greatest, one of the oldest cup competitions in the world. Hell of a trophy. I think this has got a special place in the purist's hearts. I think we'd all say that. So let's go down from top to bottom. A little bit of fun. For me, shocking that this one is not on the telly, Greg. Catalan taking on Warrington in Perpignan. That is going to be a toss of the coin for me.
It's an absolute scandal this isn't on TV. An absolute scandal.
Down to pound, shillings and pence, I think.
Well, maybe, but it's a scandal.
Yeah,
I'm hoping, like you say, I'm hoping Warrington do it. It's going to be tough, though, and I'm kind of thinking that this might be Catalan's game. We beat them down their place a couple of weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, when we were firing on all cylinders, and we really did struggle through that game.
Yeah. Well, the man who made all the headlines, Bill Dudson, is back for that one. The man who made all the headlines in that game, as fate would have it, Dudson is now back available for Warrington. Do you think he gets in the squad?
I would. I'm going to say Warrington. I'm going to go with heart over head, and I'm going to say Warrington will squeak that one.
Well, Matty Russell obviously failed his HIA, so Fewless will be on the wing. Yeah. Dufty will be back in, which creates a space on the bench. I do think Dudson will find a way back on into the team. And I think it's too close to call. I think for me, being open and honest, I think Catalan are in better form at the moment. I think their attack looks better.
I think it's unfortunate this game has probably come 2 or 3 games too soon for Conor Wrench to come back, because I think we're really weak down one side. I won't say his name again. And I think, that's going to be targeted.
Maybe.
For me, I'm going to go Warrington out of.
I can't go officially. I'll go Warrington, but I would not be surprised if Catalan went through. Then we go to Castleford against Hull FC. I think for me, Castleford probably don't need. It's a terrible thing to say, but then again, a good cup run could galvanise them. But I think just based on where Castleford are, no Faraimo in this one. Obviously, Widdett went off, Evels went off, no Liam Watts as well. So, Castleford, quite a lot of players out for this one. FC, no real reports I've seen in terms of absentees. I could be wrong on that. I just think Hull FC win this one.
I'm with you. I think this could be a blessing in disguise for Castleford. We all love a good cup run. We all love to get to Wembley. But I think with Castleford where they are, and you always say a cup run galvanises teams. Well, I think this might be a blessing in disguise for Castleford, and they can concentrate on the league and have, there's going to be a couple of times when they get a week off just to get bodies back. But I think Hull FC are going to win this.
Yes, I agree. Then we have, of course, people will be rubbing their hands in terms of the quarterfinals. York taking on London. A good game. Don't get me wrong. This will be a really, really good game. I've got no doubt about that whatsoever. Which way do you see that one going? London, York.
York.
York will take that one?
Yeah, I think York will take that. Decent side.
Yeah, well, just to put this in terms of, there's 2 points separating them in the championship. York are ahead,
Yeah.
and of course they have home advantage. So, like you, I think York on that basis will advance. But that should be a really entertaining game at York. Then we've got.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of the. I'd like to see these games on TV.
Well, I mean, again, the sportsman. So the sport. I mean, whether they announce it tomorrow on the Last Tackle or not, but the sportsman is supposed to be showing one of the Challenge Cup games, but is yet to announce.
I'd show that one.
Which one it is?
That'd be a good game.
Yeah, it's very unlikely they're going to get themselves over to Catalan Warrington. But yeah, like you, yeah, it would be. It would be nice to see that game on the telly. I think it'd be a real entertaining one, quite frankly. Then it's Halifax taking on Saints. Saints will rest some players, not too many. They'll leave enough on. I'd expect no Walmsley on this one. I could be wrong. I think they'll probably give depending on how they've tried. I've been saying that the Walmsley's on just come back. I think he might look to rest a couple. Might experiment a little bit. I mean, there's been this big call to put Welsby in the halves, drop Dodd, which I don't quite get, but there's been a lot of that going on. Yeah, but we don't see anything other than a Saints win here, do we?
No, I mean, was it Halifax he played in the semis a couple of years ago when we beat him in the final? I think it wasn't. And Halifax, if they'd had a couple of decent halfbacks, could well have caused a shock there that day.
Yeah,
but no, St Helens. No. They're going. If they're going to beat Warrington with half a team, they're going to beat Halifax with half a team.
I think.
Sorry, Halifax fans.
I'm sorry as well, Halifax, but I think at least a half century there. Then it's Hull KR taking on Batley. Hull KR at home against the Batley Bulldogs. Again, you just don't. I mean, again, KR got a couple of. They have got a couple of knocks going into that. Willie Peters has already come out and said. Yeah, he was hoping to rest a few. He's not going to be able to do that now. Batley currently in the playoff places in the championship currently. But again, based on what we saw, even with a team that wasn't full strength at the Halliwell, I'm going to probably be at least 30, I would say. Would you say?
Yeah, KR are going to win.
Yeah.
KR are going to win.
Now then, we now come to the next one. Right. Everything points here to a Lee win. Everything points to a Lee win. It does. Wakefield cannot buy a win in Super League. What are the chances?
This is the one, and I'm probably seeing my ticket to that league game go up in smoke.
Steph's already typing. Yeah, go on.
Steph's already taking his account details out of the league account. There's always a shock. In whatever sport, there's always a shock in a cup. Now, it's either this one or the Salford Huddersfield game where the shock is going to happen, I think, because Halifax are not going to beat Saints, Batley are not going to beat Hull KR.
Yeah.
I still think Lee have. This is Lee's game to lose.
100%.
And I think, thinking of the match tickets in the back of my head, I think that Lee, it depends what mindset Lee go into. No, seriously, depends what mindset Lee go into this game. They've got to be 100% focused that they want to win this game, and not. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. We're concentrating on Super League because we're in top 6. And I think that could be the thing that trips Lee up. Having said that, I'm going for the Lee win.
Well, it's quite funny actually, because this will make people giggle. It won't make you laugh, but I'll just say as it is. So earlier on, when Steph was on asking, did we want tickets for the Warrington end, and of course I said, of course we do. He said, does Reggie qualify for over 65? And he's just come back whilst you've been talking, saying he's defo over 65. He's gone senile.
Sorry, what are you lot doing in my front room? I thought I was watching Coronation Street. What's going on?
That's funny. That is funny.
You can go off a fella, can't you?
Oh mate,
over 65.
Oh mate, what a ledge. Alex Sharp, he's saying that the biggest shot will be Rhinos going back to back. That would be a shock. But for me, Lee, as you quite rightly say, this is for Lee to lose. I just say that because Wakey, I mean, it'd be scandalous to the Wakey supporters if this happened. But surely Lee are in too good a form. I just can't see anything but a Lee win in this one. And let me tell you now, nobody will want to draw them in the quarters either. Nobody,
especially not at Lee. Especially not at Lee.
No, absolutely. Then of course Leeds Wigan. Alex already got him. Like we said earlier in the programme, a lot of the time when there's two games in succession, Cup and League, they go either way. Wigan will be bruised by that performance at the DW. It was absolutely outrageously bad, wasn't it? Can Leeds go again?
I can see Wigan winning this, I really can. I can see them bouncing back. It's what happens in sport.
Yeah.
It's what happens. Wigan were embarrassed last week. They played against 12 men for 60 minutes almost. And they scored 2 points in that 60 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Shocking. They'll be embarrassed. And I think I generally get the feeling that Wigan will win this. It'll be a tight game, but I think Wigan will win it.
Well, I saw Liam Marshall was on the Super League show, wasn't he, this week, and he's trying to get himself back fit for this. But actually, I don't think the wings have been the problem for Wigan. I think Thornley and Miskey have deputised really well for Wigan.
Wigan are in the fortunate position where they've got a number of wingers who would walk into any other Super League team.
Yeah. No, I agree, mate. I think, but Leeds have got the fire. They have got the firepower. Leeds, there's no doubt about it. They've got the firepower. We've seen that. Yeah. We've seen it at Saints. We've seen it at Catalan. We've seen it now at Wigan. And they get up. If I'm a Leeds supporter, and Alex, I'll be interested to know Alex's view on this. But if I'm a Leeds supporter, I'm a little bit annoyed that they're getting up for the big ones, and they're not winning the bread and butter.
Yeah.
They're just not winning the bread and butter. I mean,
a lot, and Leeds aren't alone in that. There's a lot of teams that do that. A lot of teams turn up with the wrong mindset, and that's why you might think that Lee might turn up with the wrong mindset that it's an easy win, and they can't do that. That's what I was trying to say before I got accused of senility.
Senility, what a word! Oh, I love it, mate. Love it. Oh, dear.
Well, I'm going for Wigan.
Yeah. I mean, again, toss a coin on this. I think a lot. All I will say is, if Leeds are behind at half time, I'll go Leeds at half time.
Brilliant. That's
Leeds. That's Leeds this season, isn't it? But no, I mean, I think it'd be a really, really good game. But like you, I think Wigan will bounce back.
Sorry, I think they'll win.
I do as well. Right, and then we come on to, as you quite rightly say, other than the Wakey League game, still think they'll win that quite comfy. Salford Huddersfield. Salford do go into this game with a couple out. I think Andy Atkins took a blow. Shane Wright's a massive blow. Massive blow, Shane Wright.
Massive loss.
The form he's been in. We know that Salford are doing it tough. Still no Lafayette, etc. Huddersfield, great cut run last year. Based on what we've seen, really for both teams, really. Both of these teams have a genuine chance if they can put a run of 4 games together of winning the Challenge Cup, no doubt. On their day, either of these sides, more so Salford on form, but Huddersfield as well. But, both of these two teams could easily appear at Wembley. And there's going to be a tie against the winner of York and London waiting in the quarters. So somebody's going to have a right plum draw there.
I think we know that's not going to be Warrington if they beat Catalan.
No, but this one for me, really tough.
Could go either way, and it'll be a real treat for the 53 fans that are going to watch it. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
I just get one of those sneaky feelings that Huddersfield are going to win this. And I like Salford. I like Huddersfield. I like them both. I think they both deserve more when it comes to fan base.
Agreed.
Because Huddersfield last season, Salford last season, Salford this season were playing fantastic stuff. They deserve more people to watch them, and I like Salford, but I just get the feeling that this will mean more to Huddersfield because they got there last year and should have won.
Oh, hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. We need to raise a glass. Kobe McGilvery's birthday tomorrow. All the very, very best, sir. All the best.
Good evening. All the best.
All the best. This one's for you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Happy birthday, Kobe. Absolutely. Yes.
They got that last year, and they if they'd have converted the tries, the cup was theirs.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe, that might be a hangover into this season.
Maybe.
You don't know. When Warrington beat Saints in 2019, they won one game in about 10 after that, and it can affect you. And I think Salford, I think Huddersfield might just do that. They might just do that.
Yeah. I think Huddersfield, I think this is, I think Huddersfield will do this one. I don't know why, I just do.
Yeah.
I think last year, the fact that I think they will have, they were hurt by last year, and they will want to right the wrong of last year. Whether they go all the way is another thing, but do I think they'll fall at the first hurdle? I just don't think they will. I think, and of course, let's go back. They've already won at Salford this season.
Yeah.
And they won well. They won well. You remember that was the game where Trout got to. So yeah. I think for me, I'm going Huddersfield. Obviously, BBC, we've got Castleford Hull FC on the Beeb, as well as Leeds Wigan. I think Leeds Wigan is the Saturday, Castleford Hull's the Sunday, I think. We've got Halifax Saints, I think that's Friday night, and I think Salford Huddersfield.
Why are they showing Halifax Saints and not Catalan Warrington?
Well, money. It's the only reason. I'd have preferred them to go and show Wakey Lee, because that would be a great game.
Or Salford Huddersfield. Huddersfield.
I think the Wakey Lee game would have been a really
York
good
London
one.
game will be an absolutely fantastic game.
Yeah. Well, of course, Salford Huddersfield's on Viaplay, isn't it? It's on Viaplay.
Well, yeah, but sometimes it's not the headline grabbers that provide the best entertainment.
I think the York London game will be a good game, but Wakey Lee will be a good game as well. Really surprised. Well, I mean, no. Where's the entertainment scene? St. Helens put 50 past Halifax. There's no entertainment there. Get one of the better games on. But anyway, people who have paid a lot more money than you and I
to get these decisions wrong, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Right. So there's your Challenge Cup weekend. In terms of those